you're dealing with depression and anxiety and anger and all them emotions, man, like you need something to calm your thoughts in your mind down. Like I said, some people don't understand. Like some people don't get it. Some do get it. I ain't gonna say some do understand, but some people would never fucking understand where I'm coming from. Like I said so many times, like I do my work, I bust my ass off, I ain't gotta talk about that too much, and I still help people out in need, male or female. If they need help, I will help them in need, no lies. I will help them out in need. I say that so many times. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. It don't matter if you're male or female. I will help you out in need, even if I have it or don't have it or whatever. And then if they have it, I got it. That's a whole different type of story. You know. But I ain't gotta talk too much about it. Dealing with depression. I'm really dealing with a lot of depression. I need something to calm me down at times. My thoughts, and then I get overwhelmed at times. It's no joke when you're overwhelmed, and then when you're anxious, then when you're worried about things a lot, thinking about the future, what's going to happen in the future. But I shouldn't think about that, because you can't control what's going to happen in the future. Only God knows that, though. That's up to God, you know. That's 10 toes up, but I ain't got to say too much about that. And I really don't, like, it's been a long time since I've been into a relationship with a female, but that's a different type of story, I mean, I had females in the past, and, we done things together, me and the female, I don't want to talk about some, because only God knows that, some of them was okay, and some of them was kind of insane, like insane, I'm say insane, but that shit, but I'm not gonna say that I hate females because what some of them did to me in the past, and I got in trouble for one and shit like that. But I ain't gonna say that I hate females. I mean, I got respect for females. I mean, a lot of love and respect. That's hard to trust these days. Like, it's not like the old days. Like I said, like back in the old days, you could really find one quick and fast. And things was much cheaper back then, and shit was very deep back then, having fun, and, but that shit ain't like the old days. It's just hard to find the right one these damn days. And that's a true story. It's hard to find a good one these days. I mean, there's some good ones out there, but you just gotta, and you gotta watch out for most of them, It's like, I don't even hang out with people, like a lot of people, like, and shit. Back in the days, like, was kind of different. Like, back in the 2000s, like, I was born in 92. But back in 2000, like, we just chill and drink or whatever. Just try to have fun. Let's talk about life shit, about, women and things, how the world going and how things is, how things change since back then until now. Just talking about different shit. You know what I mean? Just laughing, joking and shit. Like, try to get the pain, anger, stress, anxiety, all down the shit that comes with it. Shit. Shit get deep at times, But well, I said salute to the ones that stuck by me. It's not too many, like I said before, not too many, but just some. The ones that stuck by me, I respect and love, And I ain't gotta say names, And just a couple, Always blessed and love and respect to the heart and soul. I ain't gotta say too much about that though. Only God knows that though. Damn, that's deep. But I'm just saying though, like some would never understand where I'm coming from, when cause y'all ain't, seen like my past life and shit like that. Like some of y'all would never understand. Some might understand because some are doing worse than others. Like some would like do, but some I ain't gonna say, but I don't put nobody, business and stuff like that. That's not good either, or judge or talk about them. That's not good either. you know, because you never know what somebody really going through inside. It's like I'm going through a lot too. Like some don't understand, but some do get it, you know. But that's life shit, man. It's life what you go through, you know. But life is kind of could be insane at times, you know. That shit just depends on how you know deal with it at the end, you know. Always up to God, you know. It's like I say, like nobody can judge. Nobody can judge. The only one that could really judge is the higher power of God. That's the judge, you know. Because God already knows what you're going through. You know, always up to the higher power. Like I said before, the higher power of God and to the higher power of His Son, the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, to the higher power of His Mother of Grace, Virgin Mary, and to the sweet Joseph as well. 10 toes up. That's why I say, you know, give me for all my sins I commend, but only God knows that. So I ain't gotta speak on that note. You know. But very deep to the heart and soul. You know, I ain't gotta say too much about that though. You know. It just that joint. That joint though. And then to my family, you know, much love and respect to them too. It just it's not too much of my family, just a couple. I ain't gotta say names, you know, cause it's very deep to the heart and soul, you know. And then much respect and love to the ones that stuck by me though. I ain't gonna say names, just a couple. But respect to the heart and soul. You know, I ain't gotta say too much on that note though. Only God knows that though. So, just like the late great, just like the late great Tupac Shakur said, only God could judge me though, and that's a true statement. Much respect and love. Rest your soul. You know, and to the ones that passed on, like before me, I ain't gonna say all their names. It's a lot of them. And then the ones that I know that passed, like it's a lot. I don't want to get on that, you know, because you know how that you forget somebody, you know how that shit goes. So respect and love to the heart and soul too as well. And I love, you know, and then like I said before, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to the ones, you know, happy Thanksgiving to your family and everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to the ones. I ain't gotta say, and happy Thanksgiving to y'all upon your two. Bless and love. That's all I gotta say on that note. Only God knows. 10 toes up into the universe. Into it's like a whole, like I'll talk about a whole different universe too as well. It's like this one, like, you know, and to the other one, like that shit deep to the heart and soul too. Just like I said, and that's a, it said my whole world revolves around a black hole. Same black hole place in my damn soul. I'm empty. I feel so goddamn empty. I make a road, don't tempt me. Big bomb holes, don't send me. I know that shit, man. That's deep right there. I mean, that's the soul thing. I say that shit deep to my heart and soul. That's dope. And that shit. I ain't gonna speak about that shit. Damn. But always 10 toes, you know. I pray for the best. So sometimes I think the worst, but you gotta pray for the best. Because God got it, though. That's 10 toes up, though. That's all I gotta say on that note. Bless.